boys and girls, we are ready for math. Now, on this first math page, you can just watch me because you do not have these shapes at home. If you were here at school, we've got bags for each person that has shapes in them. So when we get back to school, we'll be able to all have some shapes. Oh, Miss Tanya's going to get our lights. There we go. Never know when they're going to go out. All right, so on our math page today, you've got these two columns. The first side says, does stack. So we're going to be looking at shapes that we could stack, and they would not fall off or roll off. They would stack safely and stay there. This side says, does not stack. We could not put these shapes together. They would not stay. They would roll all around and fall off. All right, so my first shape, boys and girls, this is called a sphere. It's not a circle because it's not flat. It is a real object that I can pick up and hold. Three-dimensional shapes. This is called a sphere. Could I stack this up on stuff? No, because look, it's like a ball. It rolls all around. So a sphere does not stack. All right, my next shape is a cube. It's not a square. It's not just a flat shape. It's like a box or a block. It's a cube. Could I stack this? Yes, I could stack these up. So I'm going to put this on the side that says does stack. All right, my next shape, look at this one. This is a cone, and it looks just like an ice cream cone. This is a tricky shape because if I put it like this, oh, it's not going to stack at all. But if I put it like this, it would stack, but could I stack something on top of it? No. So we better put that over there on does not stack. All right, this is called a rectangular prism. It's not a rectangle because it's not just that one flat side. It could be a box or a type of block. Will this stack? Yes, because it has all those flat sides, so it could stack. So we'll put it over there on does stack. Oh, and look at this one. This is a triangular prism. Would it stack? It could stack like this, but could I stack it on other sides and put things on it? No. So I better put it over here on does not stack. And our last one, this is a cylinder. Kind of reminds me of a can. Like think of those tall, skinny potato chip cans. Does it stack? It's a tricky one. If I put it like this, I can stack. If I put it like that, I would not be able to. This one we really need a spot in the middle that says stack sometimes and sometimes doesn't. But if I put this one like this, yes, I can stack stuff on it. So we'll put it over here. We would just have to know not to stack it that way. But some of those shapes will stack sometimes, depending on what way you turn them, but they wouldn't stack all the time. All right, boys and girls, let's turn our page. You can still follow along on mine. All right, one more page that we'll do together, and then the next page you'll be able to do. All right, this says roll. Roll and stack. Stack. All right, this is kind of what we were just talking about some of our shapes. Which ones are only going to roll? That's all they would do. Our sphere, because it looks like a ball. It's only going to roll. There's no way at all we could stack that one. All right. Which ones are only going to stack? We cannot roll them. That's going to be our cube and our rectangular prism which ones could roll and stack. That's going to be our cylinder, because it can stack, but it can also roll. That's going to be our cone. It could stack that way, but it can also roll. And then we've got this triangular prism, who really, he doesn't fit in too well anywhere, but he doesn't roll because of all those edges, so we'll put him at stack. But we know we have to stack him this way, or this way. We couldn't do it on that end. But it doesn't really roll because of all those edges. That one's kind of a tricky shape. Alright, so our three-dimensional shapes can move different ways. Alright, flip your paper over, now you're ready to do some work. Alright, you need a pencil. Put your finger on the yellow sunshine. We've got a sphere. It's going to roll. The direction says which shape does not roll. Put an X on it. Alright, well, we know the sphere is going to roll. Does a cube roll? No. X it out. Does a cylinder roll? It can if we have it on this side. It won't from top to bottom. If you put it on the side, yes, it would roll. So we need to X out the cube. It will not roll. Number 3, put your finger on the green leaf. Which shapes do not stack? Alright, here's this cone. We said if we use this flat side, it can stack. Will a sphere stack? No, it can never stack. It's always going to fall off. Will a cube stack? Yes. So you should have marked out the sphere. Number 4, this one is different. Which shape does not slide? You think about a drum. You can kind of slide it over. Will a cylinder slide? Yes, because the end of it would be the same as a drum. Would a sphere slide? No. It's going to start rolling around. Would a cube slide? Yes, it could slide. So mark out the sphere. Number 5, which shape does not stack and slide? So they want to do 2 things. Alright, will a cube stack? Yes. Will a cube slide? Yes. Can a cylinder stack? Yes, if we put it on the end. Can a cylinder slide? Yes. Will a sphere stack? Oh, look, I did a magic trick. It will right there, won't it? Will a sphere usually stack? No. Just that one time he got stuck. Will it slide? No, it's going to roll. This one's a little bit different because they're kind of almost fuzzy feeling, so it doesn't roll as much as it would if it was made out of wood, or if it was like a ball. Sometimes it will stop. But he's not going to stack. Oh, and he's not going to slide. He's going to roll around. So mark out the sphere. All right, boys and girls, when you turn to the back by the red apple, it says roll and do not stack. Describe the shapes. All right, well, this one is our cone. It looks like an ice cream cone. It has one flat side and one pointed side. This is a cylinder. It has 2 flat sides and it's curved around the outside. All right, mark an X on the one that will roll but will not stack. It would have to be this one. We could stack on this end, but we cannot stack on that end. It just won't stay. All right, by number 2, draw what you know about a real object that will roll and will not stack. All right, here's your hint. Here's your clue. This is our shape that will roll but will not stack. What is this? It is a sphere. It looks like a basketball or a soccer ball, any kind of beach ball. It is curved all the way around. It is completely curved. It has no edges and it rolls, but it will not stack. All right, boys and girls, good work today. We're going to keep working on these three-dimensional shapes.